Yeah, man.
Wina muthungu haha.
Yeah. Teka atiriri. Nona muyo Jose akua. Nona karinki kau kama ede na hatire amu na karinki. Uneane hau hafure dikarengo na ngiraida. Yeni. Kana weke atiriri. Kana oke ukigira ngiraida hawa weru kurengia. Choose. Nduke munegererenge umwera ni Jose
No rĩkia na thimũ rĩu ũkũmera atĩa na wĩra ĩ
ngũmera atĩrĩrĩ wĩra nĩguo tũrutaga na wĩna ihinda iritũ mũno wĩra ũyũ
wĩra ũrĩkũ matiũĩ nĩ wĩra ũrĩkũ nĩ ũramera ũrutaga wĩra ũrĩkũ no mere ũrutaga wĩra wa meciria content creator ũguo ũrutaga wĩra ũrĩkũ rĩu content creator kana ũrutaga wĩra ũrĩkũ na ndũgaconoke ndũgaconoke
ndutaga wĩra wa makanika na rĩu wĩra ũyũ nĩ tũritũhĩire mũno tondũ rĩu ona customer nĩ aroka ũkagĩtura agakwĩra atĩrĩrĩ gũtirĩ mbia nĩ ũgweterera no ũgakorwo rĩngĩ wĩna ihinda iritũ mũno ona rĩngĩ ũkĩinũka rĩngĩ nĩ ũraga mũtu ũgakĩũmia ũgakĩra Ngai arĩa ũgakiuga Ngai arĩa
ũgĩtĩire na mathĩna mau mothe
tondũ rĩu tũgũkĩhoka ũngĩũrĩte
Ngai waku akaiganĩra wĩna mathĩna
ndekũiganĩra
na angĩ ndĩrona nĩ ũhiki mareka icio nĩ ngari cia ũhiki ũguo nĩ ũhiki mareka
rĩu acio nĩ ũhiki mareka
nawe ũrarĩra mũtu
na niĩ ndĩrarĩra mũtu
na no Ngai ũmwe
rĩu ũgakĩrigwo kaĩ ũthĩna ũkoragwo na Ngai
tondũ ũcio waku wa gũkwĩra atĩ nĩ ũmĩirwo atĩ narĩo gĩtĩ-inĩ ũcio ti wakwa niĩ rĩrĩa nyũmĩirwo Ngai wakwa ndakoragwo gĩtĩ-inĩ tũkorwo nake tũkĩhĩa tũkorwo tũgĩteceka nake
mũmanĩrĩirie
ĩni Ngai nĩ mũndũ Ngai nĩ mũndũ hatarĩ Ngai he mũndũ wagĩcoka ũgakĩnjĩra Ngai ti mũndũ rĩu niĩ rĩrĩa ndĩramenya rĩrĩa ndĩranya ndireka wega nĩ menyaga ona Ngai wakwa ndareka na nĩ niĩ responsible nĩ niĩ ngũcenjia nĩ niĩ ngũ make decision if you don't change your mind nothing will change nĩ niĩ ngũcenjia ona rĩu no ũyũ rĩkiuma mbũgũ nĩ andũ kũgeithagia neke niĩ nyingĩ rĩu nyanjie live yakwa wakiuga nĩ wagĩcainio na wĩ big spirit andũ arĩa marakwĩrorera haha rĩ thĩ ng'ima rĩ video nĩ ĩthiĩ ĩgathiĩ viral mũgĩciria no ga video gagathiĩ viral ũkauga haiya wa mũthaka niĩ ndiugaga no njĩra ũyũ nĩ andũ aingĩ ũguo nginya nĩndĩraheirwo wĩra wa makanika ndĩroragio kũrĩa ngoragwo nĩma you never know you know tugaga all in God's hands na kĩrĩa reke nani thiĩ harĩa ndenda gũthiĩ ngĩaragia rĩu marĩa makũndehete no nĩ wakĩmageithia we nĩ wamageithia
na mũndũ wothe
we nĩ ũiganĩire kĩ-inĩ kũiganĩra ha
nĩ wĩra ũyũ tũraruta no tũrakĩmendereria na maritũ marĩa marĩ okuo
we nĩ ũiganĩire he mwathani ũiganĩire he mwathani
gũtirĩ na ũndũ ũrakũgia
no ti he kĩmũhuko akĩmũhuko ndiganĩire no he mwathani ndĩcabania
ũcio koguo we rungu rwa watho mwathani nĩ watho nĩ wathani koguo we ũiganĩire rungu rwa wathani
wa Ngai
wathani wa Ngai Ngai nĩ arĩ wathani Ngai ndarĩ wathani wathani wa Ngai nĩ ũrĩkũ Ngai agĩathana atĩa na kwĩrĩte wende mũndũ ũrĩa ũngĩ ta ũrĩa ũngĩ we nĩwe woka wekĩra mĩhaka wekĩra borders ta rĩu ũngĩthiĩ Uganda rĩ border ya Kenya na Uganda rĩ ũngĩaga kwĩrwo nĩ harĩ no ũmenye nĩ harĩ mĩtĩ ya Uganda na Kenya ĩbĩhĩbaga ũndũ ũmwe huho nĩ cicenjagia ciakinya hau he ũndũ ũngĩmenya koguo nĩ imaginary in the mind tũkaiguithania haha nĩ hagerete mũhaka koguo nĩ ũgo nĩ witchcraft ũrathakĩrwo hakiri we tondũ nĩ matirĩ border so when you understand that nĩ ũkũmenya atĩ ona harĩa nĩ gũthakĩrwo ũrathakĩ nĩ karata nĩ mind games mind games so let me jump into
amũgĩtinde wega
matinde wega ndũkĩmere
amũgĩtinde wega
ndũkĩmere
tindei wega
Roma tide gareke ni garure kamera ni jem tu my kenya. Okay. So shout out to everyone in the comments. Let's do some esoteric deep dives on the philosopher's stone, or what they mean when they tell you that you are not a sharp brick. So in the world, there are terms that they use whereby you are told that you are not a sharp brick. Okay, you are not the cornerstone. Let me see. The shortest distance will be, yeah, this way. So okay, you are. Okay, so you only recognize certain papers. So if it's not an Oxford, if it is not graduating from this school, it's not recognized. It's their Oxford, it's their systems, it's their educations, okay? It's their medicines, it's their pharmacies, it's their companies, it's their oil companies, their terms and conditions. Now, those mental forms, aka the philosopher's stone, your brick, how they are created is what I want to remind you, or what I want you to remind you how they are done, how it's done. Na vitu kama hizo. Oh shit. Wamefunga Equity. Posta wamefunga. Let me see kama wamefunga Posta. I forgot. Najua mimi usahau maneno ya Posta. Kikuyu branch. Post Bank wamefunga. I forget. Mimi usahau saa zingine. I usually forget that I'm so detached from this world. Mimi sikumbukangi vitu kama bank na nini na masaa kama hiyo. So I was supposed to do a transaction. Sasa ndio imenihit. Sasa ndio imenihit. Masaa imefungwa. I'm so out of I should try and be come down to the 3D more. So wacha nirudi basi. I have to cancel all the plans that I had. Zimeisha hivyo for now. I have to postpone them. I have to push them forward. Just like that. Kila kitu imekuwa push forward. So let's say, for example, natoka home. So when I'm leaving home, let's say, for example, there's a man in your world now. I'm giving examples in your world. A church elder, okay, one of these people you consider like church elder, some itanga fathers, sijui akina Kiunas, akina Pastanganga, whatever. Those fathers, you are fathers hapa. Okay, you are small dick fathers hapa. Because to the real spirits, they are nothing. So, let's say, I may recognize it's important, for example, so it's important to realize that when someone like that acknowledges you, you feel important. So huyo mzee wa kanisa tuseme unapita mahali ya kurecognize na kagari, asimamishe gari yake, ni Pastor Nganga, mababa wenyu, akina Kiuna, mababa wenyu, akina archbishops, you know, you adore them. Archbishop kukuja kwako ni big news. Archbishop ni anokita gwakwa raji, mutungatiri ni ageragira gwakwa hwaine, pastor ni akogeraita gwakwa hwaine. Those terms and conditions, there's a reason though why you pay attention to that, esoterically speaking. Now, that recognition that you are feeling whereby he acknowledges you. So let's say si lazima akuwe ati pengine ni pastor. Let's say pengine ni mwanasiasa, ni MCA ama an MP, a member of parliament, or someone who has starter or name. So when they recognize you, that feeling that you get, so this is for everyone. This is why I like saying that we learn each one teach one. Ili kitu wewe mwenyewe ume experience, okay? We all experience this. That feeling that you get when someone who's supposed to be bigger as a mental form, bigger, a VIP, bigger is just a mental form. Si ndio tunampeanga hiyo title ya VIP based on the office. Based on the office, tumepea mtu, si ndio tunampeanga hiyo VIP terms. It's just a title, it's just a mental form, okay? Si kusema hiyo ofisi iko na mamlaka. Otherwise, unaonanga vitu zingine zimefika na unasikia mamlaka imeisha, ofisi imebadilishwa. Unasikia it used to be a ministry, now it is being headed by an authority. You get? You are following? Okay? It was a ministry, now it's an authority. It used to be a Ministry of Transport, now it's NTSA. Now there's another name called an authority that is on top of that. We used to have a Ministry of Building na vitu kama hizo, but now we have a national something, NCA, an authority. So an office can be demeaned, made useless, or even totally made obsolete by changing titles, by changing virtues and principles on the same office to make another go, or to update or bring in a new system, okay, into the world. So the kind of mental forms that these people will be on to create that feeling I've told you, whereby let's say ni Pastor Kuna, let's say ni Pastor Nganga, let's say ni your father, let's say ni your bishop, let's say ni your MCA, let's say ni your MP. If they were to recognize you, mukiwa a group of people, aku mention, you see that feeling that you are going to get naturally. It doesn't matter whether, as long as you are in a human being, as long as you are spirit, that feeling that you are going to feel of importance of being recognized by him, whether you agree to his terms and conditions or not, it doesn't matter. So that thing that you experience is a mental form. It's a mental form that has been created as a template. You are following? That's a mental plate. That's a template, a mental form. AKA, when you understand that, now you understand what they mean when they say that you are a sharp brick, that you are made from sharp bricks. A philosopher's stone, that you are sharp, like sharpen your bricks, aka you now can be seen a certain way. You are a professor, you have titles, doctors, doctorate, so you have to get a PhD. You are a sharp brick, because that sharp brick can be used to create a template, a mental form, all the way to how they create depression as becoming something, because there's nothing like depression. Depression is created. Depression, hakuna mnyama atakuwa depressed. There's nothing like depressed animals. Okay? You're either going through your highs or you are low. So depression now is a created mental form. AKA, these people, that is why you say this is spiritual warfare. They are creating mental forms, and they make you believe in them through how they show them in the movies, how they create programs around them, the stories, the Shakespeare stories, the Romeo and Juliet stories they put around those mental forms, how you feel, so they direct that energy. AKA, when you say you love someone, you don't know what it means to love someone. But you think you know, based on a movie, based on Titanic, that you have to sacrifice like Titanic, that is true love. You have to sacrifice like Romeo and Juliet, that is true love. You have to sacrifice like Shakespeare, that is true love. They are Macbeths, but these are not actual feelings, thoughts and feelings for you. That is why you feel different. You cannot love. So they are creating mental illnesses as templates to have you paying attention to the wrong things, thinking that if you don't love like this, there's something wrong with you, thinking that if you get what I'm saying, these are created mental forms. Now, the people who sit down and create those mental forms, what to call love in a movie, akina Kungung Bagia, but when you sit down, wewe mwenyewe ukikaa chini, when you look at your love life, the way you have fallen in love, what do you think you call love? It does not even come anywhere close to what they show you. Mapenzi sumu, sijui sumu mapenzi, sijui Radio of the Rose, sijui North Landing, sijui the housewives of Kawangware, sijui housewives of USA basketballers. All those are templates, mental forms that you can be lost in. All of them created to cater to different desires because they know your desires. So that whichever you are lost in, you will still feel like you are fitting because that's your genre, that's your category, that's your BBL, that's your blacked, that's your MILFs, that's your teenagers genre, that's your family pies, that is your all those seasons and series based on their global magical ones, their TV, their phones, their iPads, and their tools that they use to communicate to you as you're sleeping in the world. And I speak about